By 1910, the railroads had seemingly achieved their half-century long quest. They had built a powerful federal agency, staffed it with friends, and armed it with the legal authority to enforce their cartel and stabilize prices. And then the monster they created turned on them. Having been targeted for decades, the shippers, the merchants, farmers, and manufacturers who paid the freight rates had become a potent political force themselves. They had learned from the railroads, they organized, they lobbied, and they began to exert their own influence on the ICC. After 1910, the tide began to turn. Shippers persuaded Congress to abolish the pro-railroad Commerce Court. More importantly, they began to win cases before the Commission. The ICC, the body created to prop up rates, started to deny the railroads' requests for rate increases. The railroads found themselves trapped in what one historian called a, quote, merciless cost-price squeeze. The weapon they had forged to control the market had been seized by their customers. The hunters had become the hunted. By the eve of World War I, the railroads were in a desperate position, and their proposed solution was the final, logical conclusion of their entire journey. Having found their partial regulation could be turned against them, they began agitating for total federal control. They called for a system modeled on the new Federal Reserve, with the government guaranteeing railroad profit in exchange for full control over rates and operations. This, one executive said, quote, would do away with the enormous waste of the competitive system.